everybody, it's Kenny Gay here with another message. Sorry for my snuggy position here, but it's fucking cold. Winter is coming, right? Like in Game of Thrones. Before I start the video, please like if you like it. Please subscribe if you like it. Orphan 2009 gets a 7.0 out of 10. That's a really good score. Personally, it gets a 5. Yeah, it gets a 5. Why? Because I'll tell you in a minute. Directed by John Colette Serra. Never heard of him. You've got, of course, you got the famous Vera Farmiga in. Is one of my favorite actresses. She played in a Bates Motel. She did she do more? I mean, she's in the Conjuring movie. She's really well. She's a really well actress. She can play this gentle woman in The Conjuring, and then she can play this psychotic lady in the Bates Motel. You know, Mrs. Bates, Norma Bates, and here she's this kind of grieving mother because she lost her third baby, an abortion, and they're not really shy on giving you the details. The movie starts with them going to the hospital, and she's bleeding out of her wheelchair, and you see the nurse go getting her to the emergency room, and you see the blood trail following it, and then you think, what the fuck, is this normal? And then you see this nurse, let's put the needle in her. It's like, what? And she's crying out of pain. They're put. Uh, I think her pussy's wonderland for all these fucking contraptions they're putting in there. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. And meanwhile, she's crying like shit. I mean, it's and you got this nurse again. I mean, what? So they really the movie starts and it's boom right at your face. That was a dream, apparently. Jesus fucking Christ. Because she had an abortion. Okay, she really had an abortion, but not, of course, not in that way. That was a nightmare abortion. Now, her husband John and Kate, they're living on a sort of, I believe there's some tension between them. I believe John cheated on her, and then they're already 14 years together, but he cheated on them 10 years ago. But then Kate cheated on him when she was a little bit drunk because especially at the time when she uh, lost a baby. She drank a lot, and she went to a lot of bars and then fucked a guy probably. But she got it out of her system. The husband John asked for forgiveness, and everything is whoop-de-doo again. So what happens is they decide to go to an orphanage and adopt a rather old child. So talking about between 10 and 16 years old. So they already had two children. Daniel, a shit bag for a son, and with that I mean he's like, I mean every boy goes through a rebellious stage, but he's like, and those parents aren't doing like. There's an example. Why is she eating like that? Stop fucking eating like that. And the mom and the dad is like, oh, stop it. You can't talk like that. Why fucking not? I want to talk the way the fucking want. Okay, okay, listen. Stop it and eat your food. Fuck you! And then, okay. Go to your room. I'll take this one. And then, I mean, he. And the only punishment he gets is he can go in his treehouse for until he apologizes to, um, which is Esther, the one they adopted. Okay, a girl named Esther. Now, before this, they go to the, like I said, to the adoption center. It's run by nuns, and the head nun, C.G.H. Pounder, of course, from Shield, Shield. Sister Abigail brings her to Esther, and Esther, okay, does yada yada yada. She seems bright, but she, like I said, she's weird. She dresses like she's from Russia, and she dresses like Russia 1945, and that's why Daniel is picking on her because everybody's picking on him because she goes like that to school, and and so. But then, of course, the death stare of Esther is like, there's this one girl that's picking always on him, and then she does this death stare, and then she starts to get afraid of her, and of course, she does because, and the weird thing is, so what she do is she pushes her off on the sled. She breaks her bone pretty hard, and then Max sees it, but Max is deaf. She can only, hear side language. Uh, but Esther can apparently speak sign language. So she's saying she slipped. Okay, she said. And then for some reason, Max becomes a little bit of accomplice to Esther. There is this one moment when Sister Abigail, uh, found some documentation that Esther, it would be better that she would go back to the to the to the adoption center. But Esther wasn't in the neighborhood. So what happens is Esther sees this, she was hiding and she heard everything, and what she's wanting to do is she takes Max with her as a extra hand, and she says she wants to hurt me. She wants to hurt me, and she wants to hurt you because you know you have to help me. And she says okay, and then what they do is basically, so she asks Max to, and it's a beautiful girl. It's a cute girl. Yeah, she it's innocent. It's the epiphany of innocence. She asked Max to go on the bridge and does this. Is daytime. Does this. So she would stop. No, she just fucking pushes fucking Max on the street. So with the intention maybe she would run over her, so she wouldn't have the hassle of Max. What a fucking bitch. And then she comes out, she gets hit with a hammer. Then Max is still alive. She says, we had to do that. I had to do that. And then she's okay, okay, but she looks like frightened now at her. And then she sees that Sister Abigail's still alive, and then she goes and she fucks her up more and more with the hammer. There are not a lot of kill scenes in this movie. You got that kill, and you've got think the dad dies. So spoilers, the dad dies. I don't know how. I think he gets a. I think he gets a hammer to the head too, or something. He dies with something on the head. I'm not sure how. He's killed off screen. I didn't see it anyway. So he dies, and for the rest of them, nobody dies because Daniel. Okay, so Daniel almost dies because he saw at some point everything, and he's in the hospital, and because she put the he knew there through Max there was evidence in his treehouse. He wanted to go to the treehouse. He unlocked the keys, and because she had the keys, Max opening. She got it from parents. She knew where they were. He opens it, and Esther puts the place on fire. And then eventually, she's standing there laughing at him, and then he has to jump, and he falls on his back. And before she can hit him with a stone, Max, the savior, this little cute girl, just pushes her aside, and then the rest of the parents come too. And then in the hospital, she's under observation, but she asks the grandma, "Can I get a dollar for a soda, please?" Okay, here, but be quick about it. She goes all the way around. She goes to Daniel's room, and she wants to. She tries to. Yeah, she tries to suffocate him, and then uh, at some point, Max goes to the parents. She knows what she's gonna do. She goes to the parents. Blah, 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 blah. She's following Max. They're following Max. They open the door. Um, Es- Esther is long gone. She's sitting back in the waiting room, and you see a Daniel sitting there without his breathing pump, and they put the breathing pump on, and there's still heart rhythm. So let's get him back. There's still heart rhythm. So she still didn't kill him. And then then eventually when uh, they go back, they say that Kate is completely mad. She's going like, "You fucking bitch! What did you do with my son? What did you do?" And then there's a point even that she goes so far to blame her that she. There's a point when there, where her um, miscarriage was born was I'm guessing was buried with a bunch of flowers, with a bunch of roses that she grows. And what did Esther do? Mommy, I've got a present for you. And she puts the roses, she snipped them all off and presents her that. Whoa, what? And she takes her arm. Where did you get those? Where did you? And she's like, ah. She goes to the garden and sees that the roses are all gone. It's just now a complete patch of nothing. And she goes to the basement, starts to puts in something in her mouth, and she fucking turns the fucking wheel. You know, one of those clamps where you can put in something into, so visors, and she breaks her arm to let her show that she broke her arm out of anger. What the fuck? Now, okay, listen. Spoilers, and now this movie. It's not something I didn't see before. um, there are a few what the fuck moments. The acting of Kate, Vera Farmariga is good. The acting of Max, little Maxie, is good. Daniel's acting is sometimes over the top as this obnoxious brat, and John is oblivious to everything. He's sitting there and he's almost. There is a moment when Esther is trying to seduce him, and then even then he's not really. He's drunk, but he's drinking again, and yeah, he's not a good father. No, no, no. Now, I've got to say, Isabel Furman, who plays Esther, does a great job of being this psychotic bitch. But also, and here's the sport. Now, this spoiler. So before I saw this movie, I didn't want to know any spoilers. So I reviewed. I went to a reviewer that I went for years because I know this guy doesn't spoil. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to drag his name, into the dirt. But this guy could review a movie for 20 minutes long, usually give the positives, the negatives, and then the neutral on the fence. That's his way of reviewing. First positives, then negatives, and then on the fence. Of positives on the fence and negative. I think it's that way. Positive on the fence, negative. Now, what he does is he told. That's the first time I think in his review history that he told a spoiler. So apparently, when he was a kid, he was PlayStationing, and his mom in the other room was watching Orphan. Now she comes out of the room and she says, "What Esther is? She's apparently a grown woman, a 30-year-old woman." Boom, big bombshell. And instead of withholding that information and just saying, "Oh, and my mom fucked it up with the review. I fucked it up with the movie for me because I still had to see the movie." No, he just tells the entire story about his mom and that he. Why? Why tell the instead of the mom has a YouTube channel and she's spoiling the shit out of everything like I do, but but why tell that story with it? Because that's actually a bombshell. Um, it's a bombshell that they drop on you that Esther is actually a 33-year-old woman, which suggests that she has a book full of men, and then which suggests why she's trying to fuck the dad and get rid of the rest. And then she's taking all the makeup off and then taking her perfect teeth off, and yeah, she has these filthy teeth, and then you can see it's an older woman. Uh, yeah, but that was that they he I took it from me. He took it from me because it's a movie that I didn't see yet. Movies that I never seen, I do not want to be spoiled. But hey, there you go, orphanage. So apparently at some point Kate has a skerfuffle with her on this frozen lake, but it's not really frozen thick. So they eventually start to fall in, and they have to fight who's getting out first, and eventually uh, Cade gets knocked out with a boot. No, sorry. Esther gets knocked out with a boot in her face, and she drowns to the bottom, and she dies, leaving Max and Daniel in her care. And I don't think she didn't mind the husband because he was a douchebag. So yeah, there you go. There you go. It's a good movie. It's a good movie, but first of all, I've seen this shit before. You know, where okay, they're gonna adopt a kid. He has psychological problems. He's a killer. He's a psychopath. He kills people around him. He's jealous. He's jealous of one of the family members. If it's not the mom, then it's one of the kids, and then killing them, protecting them, and killing other people who come close to them. It's something we didn't see before, but the fact that she was a 30-year-old woman, that's something new. That's something new, and that got spoiled. Fucking piece of shit. Got coffee all over me. Fucking asshole. Okay, in any case, it's a it's a 5. Give it a watch. Uh, Now I spoil it too for you, bleh. And but sure, but at least you get good acting, good tension, and Esther is a fucking bitch who knows how to manipulate. There you go. See you later.